Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do your Pick a Card monthly reading for August 2020. There is a lot still happening in the heavens and you'll be all feeling it, no doubt. This is very simple. If you haven't done this before, just pick a number between 1 and 5 and I will do a psychic tarot card interpretation for you. I do it a little bit differently in that I like to clairvoyantly see before I turn the card over, so you get the best possible interpretation that I can give. Okay, it's not just limited to the cards, in other words. Okay, let's go to the board now and start with number 1. Have you picked your numbers yet? Really simple. Just pick one number. If you can't pick one number, you can pick more than one number, but if you pick 5 numbers, you might have a very interesting week. Okay, trying to juggle all those main themes for the month, actually, not for the week, for the month. Okay, August, number 1. Gonna go with that card there. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? I see a lot of diamonds and pearls. Okay, pearls are about pearls of wisdom. So when you speak, you want to make it count. So the days of maybe chit-chatting with nothing substantial coming out of your mouth, it's probably not a good idea in August. There's just too much energy going on. And so you want to sort of hold the energy within you as much as you possibly can. And if you can do that, it will transform as you mull over it in your mind and you really get in touch with everything that you're feeling and all of the changes. The light of your conscious awareness changes it. Okay, it transforms. You can transform the energy. If you speak, you can dilute the energy that you're already holding, because see, we act as a vessel or a container for the energies to transform. It's alchemy. Alrighty. And so, you know, talking when you haven't got something important to say, just for the sake of talking, then it can dilute the energies. Okay, number 1, the Tower card. This is the end of something. It can happen quite unpredictably, but if you've been in touch with your intuition and you've been listening to what's going on, you probably have a few red flags or a few signs within that something is coming to an end. This could be a relationship, it could be where you live, it could be as simple as some old belief systems, the things that you thought were true before. You've all of a sudden, the veils have been lifted from your eyes and you can see the truth. And sometimes that feels a bit embarrassing or humiliating, because then you might become aware that you've been taken in or played for a sucker or manipulated in some way. So this is the end of that. It can be traumatic, I'm sorry to say. You'll see here there's a crown. The king has a crown. He's falling off his tower. The tower is coming down. The tower is something, a concept that you've constructed in your mind that you believe to be true, okay? And you've built, it's almost like you've built your life on it, or you've built your belief systems on it. And so all these people, all these energies come falling out of the tower. But you see, the whole time there's this intuition in the background. See the eye here? It's like the third eye. It has been trying to tell you what has been going on and you just didn't see. Okay, so open your third eye and really look at the truth in August. Something is coming to an end, and it is because there's something better coming along for you. Okay, number 2. Have you picked card number 2? Let's see. I'm going with that one. That one feels a bit lighter than the first one, I'll tell you. Okay, what do I see for card number 2? I'm in an old castle and there's a door opening and there's a door closing. So you're finishing up with something to start something new. It's not as traumatic as number 1 though. I see a toilet and toilet paper on the roll here. attached to the wall. That suggests to me that you're having a bit of a purge, getting rid of, and this could be happening physically too. Be careful what you eat if in that case, because you don't want to get sick. But spiritually, it's definitely happening, and it's like you're having a clean out. Maybe you're going to have a detox, or clean out some cupboards or your wardrobe or something, and clean up your act a bit. Okay, and we have the Lovers card. So this is a great card because what it's about is integrating opposite energy. So we've got two lovers here, but they're quite different people, and it's a bit push me, pull you, So they're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. But it's about integrating the energy that the other person represents, okay? So whatever they are, you have the same within you, but it's in your shadow side, in the dark side of your subconscious. So what happens is we externalize that. When something's in the shadow side, we externalize it to the outside world, and then we're looking at that other person and thinking they're so wonderful, but they're really only mirroring back to us what we already have in our shadow side. And we have the angels here looking out over this process. Okay, so if you've picked card number 2, you could actually, if you're not in a relationship, you could meet someone who does this. Sometimes you can feel wildly attracted to this person, or sometimes you can feel really repulsed. And it could be that you really go from like a love-hate relationship with them, and that's why it's push me, pull you. But it's bringing up things to deal with from the subconscious, so you can integrate that energy and be more powerful. Whatever they represent, all of a sudden, well, it's not all of a sudden, it happens over a period of time, can even be for years, can go for years, this process. And but eventually you have what they represent, and you have control of it with your conscious mind. Card number 3. Card number 3. What do we see? Going with that card. Close my eyes now. What do I see for card number 3? Excuse me, coughing. I see writing, okay, journaling, record keeping, administration. This could be about, normal, mundane, domesticated tasks, paying your bills, juggling things around. It's like there's a whole lot of paperwork on a desk. And please go and do your paperwork, and I have to do mine. I know, okay, it's one of my jobs that I really don't enjoy doing. It could be a month where you focus on getting your house in order and getting your bills paid and getting your paperwork done, and just those normal, everyday, mundane things. Okay, and we come up with the King of Cups, which is a great energy because this is about somebody who can help you. The King of Cups is very successful in that he's a well-rounded human being. He feels all his feelings, okay? He's likely to be beneficial or helpful, intercede to the authorities for you, someone that could help you out. So this could be a person that actually comes into your life in August that will help you out some way. And because he's very experienced, he's seen it all before, he's been around the traps. And this will help you he will be the mirror for you to find this energy within yourself, because you have your own King of Cups within, okay, as we all do. So it's not about pushing your feelings down, it's about experiencing all of your feelings. You see he's wearing blue here, so he's quite good at expressing himself. He's got gold around his throat. He's excellent at verbally expressing himself. Sitting on a clamshell here, with a clamshell, I think it's a conch shell actually, and a clamshell at the back with the ocean. And so that's the subconscious forces that he's in touch with. The gold of the sun in the back is like insight and awareness and even happiness, okay? So that's wonderful if you've picked that card. That's the one I picked, actually, so yay. All right, number 4, I'm going to go with that one. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see for card number 4 for August? 2020. Okay. Geez, I've got the toilet roll again. It's a slightly different bathroom. The toilet roll's on the back of the door this time. So again, it's a detox or a purge, getting rid of some old beliefs. I feel with you, it's more about your diet. Be careful what you eat. There could be some digestive problems. I've got the colour yellow, goldy yellow. And so that's the solar plexus. And also something to do with fatherhood. Authority figures might, come to the fore in August. There's a dead pig here, a pig's head on a table. Celebration, but yuck, it looks foul. And we come up with the Two of Wands. I don't know what the dead pig's about, but anyway, that might be somebody's individual thing that happens. But Two of Wands. Okay, so we have a stone wall here, which has been restricting her movement, but she's got a gap. So in August, there's the opportunity to get out of a restrictive situation, okay? You just have to move forward. You have to take action. It's not going to just fall in your lap. You need to take action, and see she's wearing red, so that indicates action. She's also wearing blue, expression. She's burning sage, because this is a transitional sort of moment. You know, when you're in transition, other energies can sort of come in that you didn't expect, so it's always a good idea to burn sage. The earth up here in a balloon, reminiscent of spirit, but also being earthed and practical and attached to the ground. Really important to be practical these days. Okay, so Two of Wands, feeling motivated, and it's time to move forward in August. If you've picked card number 4, card number 5, I'm going to go with that one that wants to come out. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? 5 is alive. I see it's like an eagle's lair, and there's a ladder going up to this eagle's lair. Okay, so you have to climb up the ladder to evolve into something higher, into a higher frequency, and then there's an eagle up there waiting for you. I had an experience last time I was in the States where an eagle picked me up. I dreamt this several nights in a row. An eagle picked me up in his beak and carried me around the States, and he was protecting me, and he had a great wound in his head. And I remember, he was a huge eagle, obviously, if he could pick me up, and I remember trying to tend this wound in his head, and it was like his head had been hit with an axe, and it was carved into 2 at the top, and I was putting my hands on it, trying to heal the division. And anyway, this sort of reminds me of that, what I'm seeing for you. If you've picked card number 5, the eagle is going to pick you up in his mouth and protect you and carry you. This eagle that I'm seeing in the lair now isn't as big as the United States eagle. So that's a collective sort of energy, but it does definitely exist. This eagle's not as big, but it's still an energy that can show you a different view on the world, carry you high, and show you the broad concept of what you're supposed to be doing in life and what's happening in the world. Okay, card number 5, wow, is the 10 of Swords. Okay, well, that sort of explains why the eagle is there, because you've been through a difficult situation lately where you may have felt extremely disappointed or even betrayed by someone. But see, there's all of these little butterflies at the top here, and that is about new life. So it's like you've done the hard yards, been through this awful situation. This could be like a relationship breakdown, you lost your job, it's something fairly major, and you've come out of the situation wounded, actually like the eagle that I saw with the wound in its head. You've come out wounded, but the good thing is that you're at the end of the cycle, because it's a 10. So that means it's a 1 and a 0, a new beginning coming soon. The 0 means you do have to wait a little bit you have to be patient, but a new beginning is coming. And then this red here, you need to take action. Okay, so when the opportunity comes, strike while the iron is hot. All of these knives are going to be removed from your back, and I can actually hear them coming out. They're going pop, 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 as if sort of some angels pulling them out. Okay, but do focus. If you pick card number 5, do focus on removing the knives, okay, because otherwise they'll sit in your energy field and carve up your energy, and you could be distracted or not focused on what you need to be focused on, and besides that, they hurt. I do know. Okay, so look, for August we do have some pretty major things going down, and probably the quietest of these cards is probably number 4. You make progress, but you do it in your own way. Okay, and this number 3 is a beautiful card too, and as I said, this is on and off kind of. Eventually it will be fantastic because you will get that energy yourself. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just close my eyes and see if there's anything else for everybody for August 2020. Yes, so I see it's like a tornado of energy, particularly in America. I can actually see the map of the states now, and this tornado going around touching each state. I feel this is COVID actually. It's I know COVID's right across America, but some states more than others, and in August it's coming to touch particular states in a major way. These seem to be more the middle of the country, like Texas, and above Texas. It's like maybe California, something's happening there, because I know that they've had huge cases of COVID the last few days, but I feel that's going to sort of plateau out or even drop off in August, and then these new areas are going to, I can just see this vortex making its way around the middle of, you know, a whole number of states. What's that state there? Alabama, top of Florida, Mississippi, Texas, yeah, the Midwest, you know. So if you're on the outer edges of the states, it won't be, you know, as bad as what it has been, or it won't be as bad as what it is in this middle section that I'm seeing a whole lot of fear come up. I can see some sharks rising up out of the water. That's like fear and anxiety. Look, regardless of how you feel about masks, please take care. This thing is spreading. And I heard a 5-year-old girl died in Florida the other day. How absolutely traumatic is that? It's not an old person's disease. Anybody can get it. And just because you're 30 years old or whatever doesn't mean that you're going to be safe. You could have lifelong damage from the virus. So, and besides whatever happens to you, if you get it, how many people do you spread it to? You know, just wash your hands, social distance, and wear a mask. But ideally, don't go out of your home. That's my advice. Don't go out of your home if you can help it. Okay, I know you'll all disagree with me. I'm not having my rights taken away, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's okay if you're alive. You don't have rights when you're dead. And if you spread it to somebody else, how are you going to feel if you know that you've hurt them? Your rights don't give you the right to hurt other people, okay? So sorry, I'll get off my high horse about that, but I can just see, if you saw what I'm seeing right now, then you would probably be shocked, because I can see how many people, millions of people are being affected by this now. Sorry, I'm starting to cry now. I've got to stop. Okay, thanks for listening. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment. I know you all will, especially if you don't like what I said. That's all right. YouTube loves that. I will answer you, by the way, and please like this video if you found it helpful. Okay, most of all, have a wonderful day and a wonderful month and an insightful month. I'm sure you're all going to have an insightful month one way or the other. Okay, thanks again and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.